Hello guys, I am Prosper Okonkwo, bringing you Forex Mentorship course from FS Premier Global Forex Trading Academy. This session will be looking at daily range price action, daily trade section, accumulation, manipulation, and distribution. Daily range price action. The daily range is defined by open price, low of the day, high of the day, and close price. On the daily range simply identifies everything that happens in the course of 24 hours on a daily candle. Now, when you bring out a daily candle just like this candle here, this shows the highest price the candle has ever gotten to. This is the lowest price, that is the lowest week, showing the lowest price has ever gotten to. Then this is the open of this candle, where it opens, and this is where it closes. This is a bullish candle. Close here, it opened here. This is the lowest price that's ever gotten to, and this is this highest price ever. Represented in a bar chart shows you something like this. Now, this simply shows or identifies everything that happens in the course of a trading day, in a 24 hours trading day, on a particular candle. So that's talking about the daily time frame. It shows the C, the O shows where it opens, the low L is the lowest price, high is the highest price, then the C is the close of the candlestick. This is the representation of the bullish and that of the bearish. Daily trade session. The daily range is defined by three important sessions. We are all aware that we have 4 trading sessions: Sydney, Tokyo, London, and the New York session. Now, in a daily range, talking about the smart money traders analogy, the daily range, it is defined by 3 important sessions, which are the Asian session, the London Open, and the New York Open. The Asian session, this is characterized by consolidation of 20 to 40 pips due to lack of liquidity in the market. This session starts from 0100 to 0700 GMT. This is everything that happened between the Sydney and the Tokyo session. The market at this time experiences lack of liquidity. For that reason, it comprises more of consolidation. And this consolidation is between 20 to 40 pips. Most times it could be high, sometimes it could be less. This session starts between 0100 to 0700 GMT plus 1. The Asian range simply shows a period of consolidation in a day. Now, the next session is a London session. This is characterized by the setting of the high or low of the day, which may issue a period of stop hunt. Focus on the first 3 hours of this session, which is between 0800 to 1100 GMT plus 1. The London session is the session that sets the high or the low of the day. And this setting of the high or the low of the day issues a period of stop hunt, when liquidity is being hunted. You can see a chart representation here showing this is the Asian range. When the market leaves the range, it does a movement in the opposite direction of the trend to set the high of the day. Now look at how the market makers move. If they intend to go short today, first they will go long. They move the market long, manipulate the market long to set the high of the day before reversing to come down. If they intend to buy or to go long for the day, they first move the market to go short, set the low of the day. They set the low of the day like what we have here on the screen. Here the low of the day was set before the reversal to go long. Now this high or this low of the day is being set during the London session. and you focus on the first trial between 0800 to 1100 GMT plus 1. The next session is the New York session. This is characterized by a retraction or a retracement after the London session has set the high on the low of the day. Sometimes the New York session can set the high or the low of the day. Focus on the first 3 hours of this session, between 1300 to 1500 GMT plus 1. This New York session is a session that has been characterized by a retracement of the activity that was done during the London session. At this point, the market does about 50% retracement before continuing in this original trend. At times, on some occasions, the London session, on some occasions, when the London session has set the high or the low of the day, the New York session may come take out the high or the low set by the London session and set a new high or a new low of the day. So at times you may experience the New York session setting the high of the day or the low of the day. And you focus on the first 3 hours of this session between 1300 and 1500 GMT plus 1. You can see on this chart here where you have this is the Asian range. Then the London session opens, set the initial low of the day. Then when the New York session opens, they took out this low, then set a new low for the day. All right, this is a chart representation of this. Now, this particular day, here we'll have the Asian range. And the Asian range here is between, let's say, the number of pips. From the high of the range to the low of the range, this is about 38 pips range. When the market left the range, it went to set the high of the day. This high of the day was set during the London Open. London Open. This is approximately at 10:15 GMT plus 1. 10:15 GMT plus 1, the high of the day was set. And afterwards, the market did a very swift movement down. The next chart here shows us a period of accumulation, which the range was about, all right, this is a longer range, about 88 pips range, 88 pips range, after which the low of the day was set. The low of the day was set. Now let's see that the time when this low was set, this low was set at about 10:30 GMT plus 1. Remember, this high or low of the day is being set on the London Open between 0800 to 1100 GMT plus 1. This was set at exactly 10:30 GMT plus 1, setting the low of the day. And there was a very swift movement up after the low of the day has been set. Now, what does it tell us? This tells us that during the Asian section, when the market is in a range, in a period of consolidation, that is about 400 GMT plus 1 to about about 700 GMT plus 1, you should not be trading because the market experiences a period of consolidation due to lack of liquidity. Then from the London Open between 0800 to 1100 GMT plus 1, you should be looking for a manipulation, a stop hunt to set either the high or the low of the day. Then afterwards, you can get an entry to reverse the high to trade in the opposite of the high or the low of the day. So that means you are looking to take entry setups between 8:45. We're going to take entry stop between 8:45, 0.945, and at about 10:45 GMT plus 1. These are the time when you should be looking to take entry for either a buy or a sell. Between this time, that is when the um that is when the high of the day has been set. Either the high or low, either the low of the day has been set. All right. Now, in smaller scenarios where you may find at times you may find the New York session setting the high on the low of the day. You can see this chart represents a session where the period when the initial low of the day after a period of a range, after a period of range which has about a range of about 27 pips. The initial low was created. Initial low of the day was created. Here was here. Let's look at the time. This low was formed. There was 11:15 GMT plus one. Then during the London Open, let me do this. Let me try to separate these two sessions. Okay. All right. Here is the end of the Asian session, the opening of the London session. Then here we have the opening of the New York session. That is the opening of the New York session. So I have the London Open here. Then here we have the New York Open here. So in this scenario, we can see that when the New York session opened, it went ahead and took out the initial low. The New York session went ahead and took out the initial low. All right, and this became the low of the day. So the low of the day here was formed during the um, during the New York session, which obviously issued an entry for a buy here. If I should go by the order block, you can see this is an order block here. This is another block, and to confirm if this is another block, the other block actually broke a structure. This is a structure here broken by the other block. Then a return to the other block. It gave me a confirmed entry to go long, and going long, you can see the movement, very sweet movement to the upside. All right, so looking for entries in the London Open, you look for entries between 8:45, 9:45, 10:45, GMT plus one. Now, if you can't see entries between these times, you have to take a break and wait, return again between 45, 45 and I look for entries during the London Open between this time. All right, during the New York Open between this time, the London Open between 8:45 to 10:45 GMT plus one. Then 14:45, 15:55 GMT plus one. Look for entries for the New York Open. Okay, this gave us a confirmed and valid entry here for a sell, which you can actually take your buy on the return to the OB, which is at this point. These are the fantastic entries, and before the end of the day, this entry gave about 140 pips. Wow, what a win for that day! By over 140 pips. So why analyzing your chart, looking out for other block fair value gaps and liquidity, you should also be able to understand the daily price range. Daily price, understanding the sessions of the day and the particular session you should be looking to get an entry set up. Okay. Now going forward, we're going to be looking at AMD. The market makers have three conditions at which they move the market. Three conditions. One is accumulation, second is manipulation, and the third condition is distribution. Accumulation. The accumulation of position is characterized by a period of consolidation which occurs during the Asian section. At this time, may occur at times, it may occur outside the Asian session. So the accumulation is the same thing as the Asian session. It's a period where the market experiences consolidation due to lack of liquidity. This is probably between your Asian and Sydney session. Most times, accumulation can also extend outside the Asian session, that is into the London Open. So that is your accumulation, a period of consolidation. Then in the first phase, the market goes first into the phase of accumulation. That is on the Asian session. Then afterwards, it goes through a period of manipulation, which usually occurs at the open of the London session. Sometimes it can also be extended to the New York Open. This consists of taking the price to the opposite side of the true direction of the day movement. That is why it's called the manipulation. It's also invariably referred to as stop hunt, liquidity sweep, stop hunt, manipulation. Right, this occurs during the London Open. Okay, sometimes it extends to the New York Open. It consists of taking price. It's a deliberate move to take price to the opposite side of the true direction of the day's movement. After the period of manipulation and trend move, after the manipulation, then a setup is being issued and then the trend move occurs. Then after the trend move, we go into the period of distribution. This occurs when the market makers liquidate and exit their position. At this time, the market is said to be done for the day. All right, the liquidity is being taken out of the market, and the market simply rests for the day's activity. Okay, this can also be viewed in the context of a daily bar. Of a daily bar, you can see here, right, the open price, where you have the open price here is termed as the period of accumulation. Accumulation, then the stop hunt, here is the manipulation. Afterwards, the market reverses the trend move. When the market is done for the day, liquidity leaves the market, you have the period of distribution. This is for a bullish bar. Then for the bearish bar, it goes this way. The opening of the bar issues a period of accumulation, then a stop hunt to the upside, which is the move to the opposite direction, known as the manipulation. The after manipulation, the trend move in the opposite direction. When liquidity leaves the market, we'll have the period of distribution. This can also be viewed in this context here. Accumulation, manipulation, then distribution. All right, I'm gonna do this with a chart. Okay. Okay. All right, I'm going to do this also try to identify the different sessions you have. This uh, okay, we have the London Open. The New York Open is at about 1300 GMT. We should be here. Okay. Okay. Okay, good. All right, market opened here with a period of accumulation, which is also known as the Asian range. The Asian range here is a period of accumulation here. We're experiencing a lot of accumulation. Then a couple of minutes after the a couple of minutes after the London Open, we have the manipulation. This is the manipulation here, which is the movement, the deliberate move in the opposite direction of the day's movement, movement to set the high of the day. All right. The high of the high of the day has been set. All right. This is the high of the day, which also issues. Yeah, the high of the day, which was done during the London Open. After the manipulation, market reverses. Can see the market reversed and went down. This is a move to the downside. There was a little bit of retraction or retracement, which was completed on the New York Open. Then the market continued another swift movement to the downside. Afterwards, at this point, the market makers left the market at this point. All right, was it that there's an actual or exact time when they leave the market? No, the liquidity leaving the market makers taking their profit at this point was not random movement. No, this was actually a deliberate move. Why do I say that? There is an order block here. There's an order block here. All right, now if you look closely, you can see that it was at a point when price traded into the order block here. That was when the market makers left the market. At this point, liquidity dies off. Liquidity dies off, and everything that happens from this point to the end of the day here is the period of distribution where the market relaxes after the movement for the day. Now, look at something else here. If you look closely, after the high of the day was set and market was reversed and went down, it did a very a swift movement to the down. All right. If you take your Fibonacci, all right, take your Fibonacci down here, you're going to see that it was between 38.2 and 50% retracement. That was when the retraction completed during the New York Open before another movement to the downside, which now issues us a period of distribution. What am I saying here? It pays to actually read your chart. If you have a good read on your chart, you minimize losses to the barest minimum and be a profitable trader. All right, here we have another one. Okay. What about the London Open? Then the New York Open? Then the Asian range. Now, the market first went through a period of consolidation or a period of accumulation, which was during the Asian range, right, from the top to the bottom of this range. And afterwards, during the New York Open, right, about a couple of minutes after the New York Open, it went, there was a manipulation or a stop hunt to form the low of the day. Here, the low of the day was formed here, which gave a reversal to the downside. Now, the first stage was the stage of accumulation. Second was the manipulation, deliberate move to move the market to the opposite side of the day's trend. Then after was a reversal. A reversal was issued. A reversal was issued afterwards. The market went through a reversal, which moved the market to the upside. And after we're at the point when the liquidity has been taken out of the market, we now being issued through a period of distribution that runs through the end of the day. All right. Now, do we now have, we should, at this point, we should have a clear picture, understanding of how the market moves. All right. Trying to understand why certain activities take place in the market, what actually is being seen in the market that issues a particular price movement or a particular direction movement in the market. All right. So if you can have a proper read of your chart at every point in time, understand exactly what these guys are up to at every day, you end up beating them at their own game. Believe me, you end up beating these guys at their own game and you turn up profitable every day. It is quite simple. All right. We are also actually doing everything within our power to make sure that we demystify forex trading to the best way you can understand it. And what we're doing here is to push you towards a successful and a profitable trader at the end of the day. Okay. So I remain your trainer, Prosper Okonkwo. Thank you for joining me today and trade profitably with FSPG.